Il'gynoth, going from a 4 mana 2/6 to a 6 mana 4/8. This card is a combo card, is
Unplayable now.
the OTK DH, as it is now, is
Completely dead.
the more combo.
Will never work again.
Hey guys, as you can see above me, the chart has returned. If you watched my nerfs update video from about a month ago, I was like, this deck is dead. OTK DH is dead. It's never coming back. And then people started playing with brutes, but then the brutes got nerfed, and it's still alive. And people are doing well with it. Now, not everyone's doing well with it. This deck actually has a very bad win rate overall. If you look, but there are players who get good at it, who can do very well. Pocket Train did get #1 legend with this deck. This is his list, and the reality is, if you're good at it, it could still good, which is insane. I said this deck was dead. I said this deck is never seeing play. It's unplayable. So -1 for me. But you could see I have, thanks to Voidham, a new and improved chart. So the old chart only went to 3 spell damage, but we have so much spell damage now. We have a bigger chart now. So this is the new OTK Demon Hunter: The Quest. The basics of this deck is you go through your quest, you use your tradables, your draw cards to get through. You get your quest down, and then you OTK. A lot of the art is setting up, okay, what turns you go for the draw, setting up, okay, this is the turn I wanted this. I want to maybe I play my quest reward on turn 7 or turn 6. I want to OTK on turn 8 or turn 9. It's very hard. I'm finding I haven't quite completely mastered the OTK part of the game, but I have very good instincts of the deck in general. But the knowing exactly how many turns, should I go for a 2-turn or for a 1-turn? But that's what you need to be thinking about. But in general, you want to be keeping Sigil and Tuskpiercer and Spectral Sight in the outcast position. Also, if you're playing against maybe an aggro deck, you'd be wanting to be keeping stuff like Immolation Aura and maybe an outcasted I-Beam if you're playing something like aggro druid. And you also, in a certain situation, like let's say you already had a Spectral Sight on the left side, or maybe you had it in between something like a tradable minion. You might keep that because then you can consistently on turn 3 go tradable plus Spectral Sight, stuff like that. But the easy way to get your quest done is you hit with your Tuskpiercer, you draw a card for that. That doesn't cost a mana because you already equipped it the previous turn. And then you trade off the minion. Then that's 2 pieces, and then maybe you get 1 card draw. So you're trying to go through your quests consistently. But the big thing that this list has that the old list doesn't have, and you've probably seen this on ladder, you've probably seen this in the GM games, is Glide. Glide is the moneymaker in the current meta because there's so many big-handed decks. There's a Garrote Rogue. There is a Hand Warlock that isn't seeing that much play on ladder, but you get an outcasted Glide and you wreck them. But realistically, not always you want to outcast the Glide. Sometimes your opponent will make their hand small to play around it, and you intentionally don't outcast Glide. So it's not a thing you always do. But generally, so you can draw 4 cards and then 5 cards in the later stages to complete the quest line, get that discount, and then Glide as well. But I think one of the hard things I'm noticing about this deck is knowing when to Glide. Sometimes you have a Glide and you can go for a complete turn versus you can wait a turn, maybe do a defensive play, or maybe you do something that you draw just the old-fashioned way. I think one of the things I want to say is Acrobatics is ideally weighted for post-quest because it's insane post-quest because you'll draw it for 1. And then you play it and you play the 2 cards and they both cost less. So you can get 4 draw just really effectively. But sometimes you don't have that luxury. But that's something ideally you want to do. So that's something to note. Another thing is if you're going to Glide, often if you can get rid of some cards, because remember, if you have 7 cards and you go glide, well, you're net losing 3 cards. So your opponent's losing cards potentially, but you're losing cards too. So be trying to think about like, what cards do I not need? What cards can I just dump? The reality is we don't need that many pieces of our OTK to win. We have lots and lots of damage, but the one thing you can see from the chart is morgues are the kind of having one morgue is really nice. Without one morgue, you can't. It's a lot harder to OTK, though you can still do it. So one way you could definitely do it is if you had 2 guild traders, and your opponent has a board, and you go Il'gynoth, guild trader, lifesteal on their minions, 15, lifesteal on their minions. So if you have multiple lifesteal things, but it's hard to do with one thing. So one thing to note. I keep going on these things to note. Guild traders keep getting cheaper. So if you complete the quest and you tradable in, let's say it's 4 mana, and it draws back, goes down to 2 mana, you trade it in again, it goes down to 0 mana. So that's part of the power. Is not only is a tradable minion with the +2 spell damage, but it can actually get cheaper and cheaper. So often, if your opponent isn't putting pressure on you all the time in the world, you know, a lot of times if you're playing against an opponent, you think, oh, they've used so many pieces. It doesn't matter. They're saving some crucial pieces, and they have so many pieces left. You also, the thing is, if you're absolutely desperate, you can still sometimes win on board against tempo-based deck. You're placing against a face hunter, for example. You might need to use all your lifesteal pieces in certain games, but then you just, if you have a big tempo advantage, let's say you moved both their rhinos, you healed up, but you've used all your OTK pieces. Well, you just play your Il'gynoth, you play Persistent Petal, you play a Guild Trader, and you just went on board. Maybe you can even Illidari Studies into a minion. Sometimes you can Illidari Studies into an I-Beam or a Chaos Leech as well to get the OTK as well. So a lot of talking there, but the bottom line is it's a very hard deck, and there's a lot of decisions. That's what makes it fun. Had some really enjoyable games with it last night. It's a really fun deck, and it's very challenging. Every deck is a puzzle. So you know, how do you win? You know, and trying to find a win condition, because the classic win condition, if you're just winning with the easy classic win condition where I play myself, I remove the board, I don't do card, you're going to be winning not a lot of games. You're going to win some games where it becomes easy, but like finding a sneak, oh, I got enough damage in that I only needed 18 for the lethal. Or, I have a game that I might feature where my opponent goes Celestial and we still find a way to win, which is almost an unwinnable situation, but we find the way. So there are things you can do if you're crafty and you're sneaky to try and win and throw off your opponent. So and that's really exciting for me. So anyways, got some games for you guys. Once again, the mulligans, if you can hear, are Sigil Runner, Tusk Beaver, and Spectral Sight in the outcast position. And if you're against aggro, Immolation Aura. So that's the general. Glide also in the outcast position, but I wouldn't be keeping Glide in an awkward situation. Just like, but Glide especially in a matchup where it matters. So if you're playing against like aggro druid, or let's say face hunter, Glide is a terrible keep. But if you're playing against warlock, Glide's an insane keep. So something to note there. I think double jump is generally a bait keep. I was keeping it, and then I realized I wasn't really supposed to. So unless your hand kind of like, let's say you already have the perfect hand, then you want to do the double jump. But I wouldn't recommend it as a default keep. So anyways, got some games for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Man, I thought we started off really well. Getting quest down on 5 is good. You know?
Pleasure doing business.
Vengeance is mine! Vengeance is mine!
Pleasure doing business.
Another happy guildie.
I already struck. Efficient is sufficient.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Initiating overdrive. I see. Vengeance is mine!
Gotta use that philosophy to play around cool neophyte here.
Muzzle their magic.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Too soon.
Shadow step here. Well, now we just procrastinate here. Do I ammo here? I feel like I don't. If we got lucky and hit like a fell, no, we couldn't even. So I think we always just. I guess if I want to go glide, I want to keep my hands small, right? All right, let's just ammo.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
What do you mean play around it? So a Viking, I want to go glide next turn. But if they go Colt, the philosophy will go up to 1 mana. So I would not be able to. I would have gone glide if they hadn't left field contact on board there. So no, you did not. I have not done a D2 stream. But I'm surprised a lot of people want to see it. So we'll do it. It's on the to-do list. Yeah, it was like 70% of the people. Normally when I say, hey, if I did this, would you guys care? And everybody's like, no way. Your power level be? Dude, chat. So back when I played Diablo 2, I did all the exploits and I didn't actually understand the game because I was freaking like 11. So old. So yeah.
It's quiet.
Wait.
Quiet.
Are they shadow stepping this or are they just saying I want to lose here?
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Give me that. Look what I want.
Exploit.
Must choose soon.
Immolations are down. Yeah, it's true. I have what we call a fell screen blast though. So okay, there, shadow stepping. Trying to think of this. Is there ever like okay? Wait, if I drew a spectral sight here, we could complete quest this turn. That would be fantastic. Ah, unlucky chat. Wait, I lied, chat. We can still complete it.
Pleasure doing business.
Another happy guildie.
With the glide ready to go, chat.
My quest, my revenge, and all that.
All right.
It's quiet. Too quiet. You're paying for my discretion.
Oh yeah, dude, there are so many exploits.
Give me that. Look what I want.
Yeah, he's going all in. I mean, I don't have a demo, so it's a very reasonable play. But I'm just gonna glide here, and I think I should be fine. Trying to think of what top deck could screw us. Honestly, Persistent Peddler and Guild Trader are worse top decks. Actually, Acrobatics. Wait, oh, never mind. What do I do here then? Oh wait, I know what I do. Okay. Oh, I can't play the sigil. Feels bad, man.
Grows short.
Another happy guildie.
We have lethal next turn now.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, we do. Right? Yeah, it should be like this is 12. Chat, dude, I gotta bring out the old Charteroo. Okay, the chart. Alright, I have 5 spell damage and 2 morgs. So that should be like 30 damage. Okay. Okay, well that made things easy.
Time waits for no one.
Yeah, 2-1's bad against CH. Like, if the 2-1 lives, it's because the Demon Hunter's hand is so good that they're like, I can do this, you know? Ugh. I really want a complete quest here. I really want to kill this 2-4. I think I do an awkward play, but
Another happy guilty.
good hit I-beam here. That.
Time grows short. Vengeance is mine.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
What is it? Vengeance is mine. You're barking up the wrong tree.
Is it Skull or is it... Is it Skull or is it I-beam? I feel like I take the I-beam. Like, I don't think we lose with the I-beam. Like, that's my reasoning. You know what? Yeah. I think we can lose if I go Skull. You gotta hang in there. So here's an imaginary way we could win this game. They could win this game. They have 2 cards in hand. They draw all 4 acorns. They play a thing. They go combusting. Or not combustion. Whatever the thing is. Composting. Bam. Still in the game. I might as well dump these and then and get a free 2 card draw here. Thank you, Cthulhu.
Another happy guildie. Another happy guildie.
I think I'd rather just have more cards in hand here. Actually, no, I changed my mind. Yeah, let's see if I use both of these. I draw 3 cards. Okay. Like I can just get Il'gynoth.
Grows short. I see.
Okay, we got I mean, if he does anything strong here, we just go talented immolation here. It's fine.
That's an upgrade. Probably.
Oh, they did have the composting. Okay, that's unfortunate, but we're fine.
My quest, my revenge, it all ends here.
Pleasure doing business.
I concede. To answer for. It isn't over between us, brother.
Don't know if Suni's playing aggro or not. Another hand from them. This kind of sucks, actually. Wow. No way I'm gliding here. Feels like terrible. I need him to like go nourish here, but then I don't actually have the hands location to do a glide play. Do I ever want to go glide next turn? Probably not.
Pleasure doing business.
Should have gone Eldari there. Celestial off the top? Looks like a Celestial. I lose the Celestial here. How could they not go Celestial if they had it? Like, why would you even... What could you possibly not consider here? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm losing here. If I had gone Illidari, we could have, like... That's a big mistake, because this would have been discounted. A huge mistake. Oh! Such a terrible mistake, chat. Such an inexcusable mistake. Well, I don't know what to do. Sorry. You know, inexcusable. Because this would have been 0, and then we could have 1 mana Skull in hand.
Potions, flasks, BOE, I got it all.
So I had a 0 mana Ildari. Now, when he goes Celestial, all the cards become 1. So if I had taken a Skull, I would have a 1-mana Skull, which would have been very good. Would have been very useful. Winnable, chat? Imagine if this was a Skull. Like, we'd actually be in a winning position. I feel the need to spend mana. They don't really have, they have lunar eclipses, which aren't a big deal. I have to be ready for, okay. Ooh, do I go glide here? Dude, maybe I do. You're right. They just drew 1,000 cards. See what they got here. I mean, we'd love to go Demon Slayer, but like we could. Okay. Oof. Really? 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 Well, chat, I think I lost. Actually, no, not quite yet. Wait, they're overloaded, so. How much does this heal me for? Okay. Alright. I think I take the glide here. They lose some cards. I net 1 draw. Oh, wait a second. We just tempo chat. I think we just go in here. Oh, wait. Never punish chat.
None can stand against the Serpent Lords.
Low rolls, let's go. My whole deck is free, so we just have to draw cards. I think we got him. Just go I-beam into like a trade on this, maybe. Looks like we have to... Acrobatics, best top deck, chat.
I am out of cards.
Do we have lethal, chat? No, I don't think we do, right? I go I-beam on this. Wait, maybe we do.
Potions, flasks, BOE, I got it all.
Unrelenting fury! The rivers run red.
How much damage is this? Oh, it's 18, right? Let's go! Oh, let's go, Chad. Easiest game of my life. Oh, that was a game. That was a good game. This hand's is nuts.
Vengeance is mine! I see.
I screwed up, chat. I screwed up hard there. 'Cause I could have re-equipped this first. That's what I should have done. And then I can complete second quest next turn, probably. Yeah, almost for sure. Never punish chat.
Another happy guildie.
Pleasure doing business.
Vengeance is mine!
They're doing what I think they're gonna do here. Gosh darn it. If I was...
I grow impatient. I curse.
All right. Sometimes they, because of this, they break their hand here, and we can win. I know we have 11. We're one off lethal here. Okay. Work off the top for a game here. I-beam for a game here. Easiest game of my life, chat.